Straight away, the Roots trying to apply a little bit of pressure going forward here. Samu wants to get something going here. The ball did favour the opponent's Nova. Hero tried to get something going in the air. They couldn't quite do anything with it. Perfect. This is going to fall back slightly. Given a chance and could have had an opportunity to get onto the ball by Tipsy. Sky gets the ball down. Nicely done, but Samai is closer to it. Both sides is trading passes in the early stages. Nothing coming just yet. Horo might have had a chance here. It's alright though, because somehow the Roots just scabbard the ball away.
Yep, like you said, very midfield based and like team to team. Not much is happening right now, and we've got to see if a team will make an attack early on.
Perfect. Trying to get the ball in the centre. Gets the ball down. It might have been just so good, but Logic's save really well received and well read. Again, he gets 2 saves. Horo could be given an easy enough chance here. An open goal. Samu can respond. Perfect. Trying to keep this alive for the Nova team. And chance there. Sky trying to get it down. It's not falling that perfect for the Nova team.
Yeah, earlier on we saw a great save, and then went up the other end. Ooh, that's a very open net there to let Samu. And it makes it 1-0 to the Roots.
And that's the first time that the Roots team have really been caught off guard so far in this game. They were looking so good going forward. The defense wasn't that bad, and well, the Roots do capitalize on that. It was the Nova team who didn't look that bad going forward. Straight away here, they're trying to get some sort of response here. Ball goes forward by Mr. Perfect. It is there. Samu can receive that instantly. And be an easy clean up for Horo, who again wants to try and get something going forward here, but Samu can read it perfectly, but both sides sort of trading the passes.
Yep, it's once again off that goal midfield. Roots got a lucky breakaway in my eyes and managed to get the goal. Apart from that, it's been a very even game in the midfield, not much happening. Maybe that one shot being the goal, which will take the Roots through for a Game 1 victory.
Samu was just trying to dribble the ball there, didn't quite work out for him. Perfect does get the ball going somewhat forward for the Nova team. It is still dangerous, still in the box. Samu trying to clear it away, and Horo's missed shot does sort of give him some breathing space. Ball falls like perfectly, and almost a chance there for the Nova team. No one really able to hit it home.
Yeah, Primal Nova getting a good attack. The Roots having to defend a bit more at the moment, or just before then. And it seems like Primal Nova are looking for a response in their own attack, trying to get a goal.
2:20 on the clock, Perfect. Had the ball forward there, and the defense at the Roots side just too strong. Now, an effort was there. Tipsy tried to get the effort going in. A nice shot by Samu, which just bounced off the crossbar and away, and a breakaway straight away down the other end. Sky couldn't quite get hold of a ball, and after that, the Roots can attack, and Perfect, I think, will be there for 2 minutes gone.
Yeah, very midfieldy again. There's not much happening. It's just like trading passes, like you're saying. They're up the other end to each other. The clears are going straight to each other. There's not much team play happening right now. Maybe a bit of a nervous start for both teams. We'll see how it pans out from here on in with 1 minute left to go.
Sky just going to try and dribble the ball. They need to keep the possession, these two sides, and try to keep it going. A chance potentially was building up there. TZP. It's just keeping a watch of it for now, and we'll get the ball going forward. Samu, a nice setup. The effort was there, but Perfect responds by knocking it away. Straight off of this, they're trying to break away the Nova team, and there's an effort, but Sky couldn't quite angle it correctly. Maybe a chance for Perfect. Finally, yeah, and it bounces perfectly, and almost a good chance here. Sky couldn't quite angle himself correctly.
One good thing I've noticed, actually, both teams are trying to clear it out to the wings, trying to get the positioning for their own players to attack from. The only problem is, after the clear, no players are reading it and getting there before the opposition, and it just means midfield play, as we're seeing right now.
40 seconds, Perfect. Trying to get the ball in control for the Nova team. None of them really sort of able to hold on to the ball effectively enough to get some sort of a shot going. Straight off of this, well, the Roots wanted to try and get a second goal, try to close out this first game. Nothing just yet. Another chance. The ball being shot forward, and Primal Nova, as we keep saying, they just can't hold on to the ball effectively enough, and Ball could have bounced a little bit better there. Horo just misses effort on the defense, and Perfect does what he has to do to clear away 7 seconds, and all the Roots have to do now is just hold on to it. Maybe one last chance here. Ball just going to be landing.
Yep, the ball just rolling away there at the end. No connection by Primal Nova to get the ball back into the box, and that ends in a 1-0 win to the Roots.
Good start, but I think, as we kept saying, the issue that Nova had there was just they just seemed to be really inconsistent with being able to keep the possession of the ball going forward. And well, we just saw Nova had that run, really good chance where it hit sort of the sidewall, and Nova, they just really weren't getting that many chances. The Roots' defense was so strong and very effective enough. We lost a player, Logic.
I'm hoping he's going to change cars, and he'll be back soon.
Is that a thing you can do? You can change vehicles?
Yeah, most people leave for it. The problem is if the game continues forward, then it automatically starts, because it's set to a series. We just need to wait.
Good start for the Roots. Of course, they go into this having lost their previous game.
Yep, we see only 6 shots overall for both teams, meaning a lack of attack right now. Okay, the Roots have a full squad, and there we go, okay. Let's get game 2 underway here then. 1-0 so far to the Roots.
2 of 5. Straight away, both sides trying to find something. The ball does favour sort of Nova going forward, but Samu can start to get something going here for the Roots. They want to try and collect the ball calmly. Perfect. Can respond. Sends the ball forward, and now the defence of the Roots really under pressure. Good pass. A good setup, but Horo came so close to knocking that home. It just didn't quite curve in the right angle for him. Another chance going forward for the Nova team. The Roots just, again, on the defense, not looking too bad.
Yeah, Primal Nova trying to get the early passing plays, getting forward, wide, getting a quick start, which they might need to get back into this game. It's good attacking intent from them, good turnaround from last game, and we'll see how they pan out their attack to get back into this.
For the first time ever, the Roots were sort of really looking under pressure, looked to be a little bit uncoordinated. The blue team are trying to push forward. Nova, they had the chance there to knock it home, couldn't quite capitalise. Roots will try and at least get the ball going forward, and well, Nova's sort of attacking style that they're using this game is really sort of pressuring the Roots. Again, shots and centres coming in, and it's just not falling for them. The Roots going to push forward. Lodging a nice effort at the back though was perfect, and 3:43 on the clock. Both sides starting to go into the second game.
Primal Nova's rotation seeming very good here, helping their attack. One player going, the player who shot rotating around, the second player coming forward. One's always at the back, one's always shooting, and it's really deadly here towards the Roots.
Close again, so many chances, but Nova just not able to knock them home. They're not falling correctly for them. Samu will now knock the ball going forward, trying to get something. Perfect. Still, the back won't allow any control for the Roots team. Here's an effort and a half. Just going to the air. Can easily be knocked away by Sky, and the Roots are trying to keep something alive here. It's not really falling for them. 3 minutes on the clock, and Sky might have an open chance here. Couldn't quite get to it for his opposition. Now an empty net. Well, it could have been an empty net, not quite.
Yep, the Roots trying to turn this around. They're trying to get players forward, 2 up at all times when they're attacking right now. And maybe they can get goals to show for this, but not quite, as it's cleared away by PN Sky.
Great save by Sky, and straight off the other side. Both sides, or the counter attack coming straight in, isn't going to fall for anyone really. But that's sort of the midfield play again, just coming out between the two sides. And this one looks to be a little more of a. It's hard to say. It's just a little more of a dead game, neither a sloppy game, as it were. The communication just not looking quite right for anyone. 2 minutes plus still, and a good defensive or an attacking hit by the Roots, and oh, I'm struggling here. There's an effort. Perfect, can save.
Yeah, the ball being played about in the midfield a lot now. Only a few shots going in recently since the attacking intent from Primal Nova at the beginning. It seems like they're taking less risks again at 0-0. They're trying to get the win, and without conceding.
Sam with good control, still has the ball falling for him. The Roots, there was no one there to really clean up the ball and get hold of it. Maybe an effort here, Logic. Just get the ball centered, but it's an easy clear away for Perfect, and he's just beating one man. Didn't quite have enough control, no one really there. A lot of aerial play going on between the two sides. Perfect has a chance here because no one at the moment is there for the Roots. There's the centre, no one can knock it home.
Yeah, the Roots coming up the other end here. Primal Nova putting on a bit of pressure again, trying to get going like they did at the beginning. They want the goal to tie the games in the series up, but it's just not working for them right now. The Roots being very defensive. It's working out for the Roots at the moment.
Still goalless, 50 seconds to go, and well, now's the sort of time when you want to start thinking about a goal. There's a nice effort. Sky, a long-range shot is easily dealt with by the Roots defence. The Roots still under pressure here. The ball knocked against the back wall, and Horror's just keeping the chance alive. No one quite there. Primal Nova, they just seem really desperate to try and knock the ball forward, and no one's. There just seems to be a lack of sort of communication in terms of controlling the ball. Perfect wants to keep this alive. There's the effort, and that's the time you want to score. Horror and fabulous effort from the aerial.
Yep, a good pass up from Perfect over the crossbar area onto the backboard, hard to defend, and then Horror comes in and finishes it off. Makes it 1-0 with just under half a minute to play.
The Roots have got to get a response really soon if they want to try and give themselves another chance. Roots on the attack here, and oh, I say that's completely wrong. No, we're on the attack. I'm just going to let you talk at this point.
Yeah, Sky with the good hit into the corner makes it awkward for the Roots and just finishes it. Makes it 2-0, a good cushion for them. The Roots may not be able to get back into this.
It should just about be game over in this match. The Roots want to try and get something forward here. There's an effort, Tipsy. T-Zippy. Want to try and keep it alive. The effort from Logic not quite falling for anyone. 5 seconds. Maybe a nice chance. Samuel will knock it against the back wall. So close. Just hit the corner, but this should be it in our second game. The ball's still alive. And in the attacking area, it was so close. And the ball will eventually fall. Nova get the response they need.
Yep, 1-1 here in games. Good response from Nova. And it seemed still quite defensive. Both teams sat back a little bit. Only shown by the around 4 goals each. No, 4 shots each, sorry. And it's just kind of, they're settling in, I feel like, right now.
Yes.
Nova, with the good shots coming in though, they made use of their efforts and managed to get the 2-0 win here.
I can't tell if during that game it was a more sloppy affair between the two sides, or it's just the case that both sides were sort of reading each other a lot clearer.
I mean, there are a lot of reads going on, as in blocks defensively and attacking, but it did seem a lot more midfield based. Primal Nova just took their shots very well and almost surpassed what you saw from that.
And as soon as you've sort of got that midfield presence, you do start to lose the sort of attacking, defensive, sort of individual styles there.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
No.
Game 3 underway straight away, and a chance for Horo just to try and knock the ball to go forward. An early chance was cleared away. Samu gets the ball down here, it's centered perfectly. No one quite there for the Roots as Perfect can clear it away. T-Zippy tries to get the ball down here, and on both sides sort of battling to really get control of possession in these early stages. Horo wanted just keeping an eye on things at the back. Sky gets the ball down, but straight back is the Roots trying to send the ball forward. Again, just the midfield players, what we keep saying, and it's evident here.
The clears are seeming much better in this game from both sides, which could prove to present an attack for them. But just, both teams are clearing very well. They're clearing each other's clears away. And it's just not really going anywhere right now.
Perfect original effort, just hit the crossbar over. 2 follow-up effort by Nova, or by the Roots. They just can finish them off. The Roots defense holding up strong. Samu knocking the ball forward, but it's easily read by Sky, and we're just in the centre of the box. T-Zippy was trying to clear it and get the ball going forward, And there's a chance and a half, just hitting the underside of a crossbar. And it is knocked in. Thank God that logic was there.
Yeah, good attacking intent from the Roots. A lot of players being pushed forward. Horo, maybe a bit of a misflick, tried to predict the bottom corner, but unlucky there. 1-0 to the Roots early on here.
Ball just going forward straight away for the Roots, and Perfect can easily enough just deal with it. Samu wants to get an early attack going forward. The Roots trying to sort of stabilise this second game in their favour. TZP looks the ball forward. It's a perfect angle. But Horo was it's a perfect angle straight away. The blue team able to grasp forward, and that was almost a mistake by the Roots midfield. Horo trying to keep this effort alive here, but it's going to be an easy enough clear away for Logic.
The Roots seeming like to take more of the defensive route after their goal. They don't want to concede. They know they can do well defensively after that first game, and they're just trying to keep it towards like in their favour right now.
It's looking dangerous, but it's okay for now. Nova don't really. They're given chances. They're threatening their opponents, but not able to clear anything up yet. Perfect. Wanted to get something going forward here, and still has another chance. Still has control of the ball in the air. Knocks it down against the back wall. TZP can knock it away, and straight away there's a lack of defense going on here. And well, it's okay. Perfect doing what he has to do, but he's really under pressure at the back here, as are all the Nova players.
Yeah, Primal Nova almost bring the pressure onto themselves at the moment. All players on the backboard of their own goal, letting the ball come to them, which isn't really working out for them right now.
An chance there almost for Horo, but the other two Roots players able to at least deny another chance here. The ball just bouncing around loosely. Another effort available. The Sky centres it. Unable to knock it home. 2 minutes to go, and a chance as TZP wasn't the right angle for him to knock it forward, and that just allows the blue team to get control of the ball for the minute. Perfect. Centres the ball in the air. Both sides sort of missing. Sky can pick that up and came close. He can't finish it either.
Yeah, Primal Nova with the good attack right there. The Roots sitting back at the moment, trying to keep the 1-goal lead as they were earlier on. There's a moment where the Roots got forward a little bit. You saw all Primal Nova players in their own half. That's turned around very quickly now.
Perfect. Had such good control of the ball, but 2-3 players right at the back there for the Roots to deny any further efforts. The defence really holding off strong, but it could prove risky as we into the last 70 seconds of this game. And another chance. Perfect with this shot. Samu, a brilliant save, and Horo can't do anything with the loose ball in the air.
Yep, a lot of shots coming in from Primal Nova. They need the goal to get it back, to make it 2-1 for themselves. They don't want to lose this game. If they lose it, it's a very hard fourth game for them. They just need this goal now.
The Roots are doing so well at the back, and obviously that goal early on was pivotal for them. Perfect effort. He can't do anything with it, and a missed attempt there does allow the Roots to go forward. And oh, that's so unlucky if you're Sky there in the goal.
Yeah, his momentum going forwards towards his net just stopped him from being able to clear the ball out. He went too quickly back and didn't think about the shot coming in, and that has presented the Roots with quite an easy goal there to make it 2-0 with just over 30 seconds to go.
Well, if you want to get a response, Nova, do it now. Really good save by Samu, who just denies this instant response by the Nova team. Just 20 seconds that the Roots just have to clear and hold the ball down for. It won't be that easy. And now, finally, a little bit of possession. A nice idea. You can see the sort of attack that Primal Nova wanted to get on, and perfect. Well, his control isn't looking too bad either. Another good save by TZP. Loose ball still in the air, still providing danger for the Roots. Nova can't do anything with it. The ball will land. Roots pick up map 3.
Yep, 2-1 to the Roots. They only need one win to win the whole series. Primal Nova need to get their attack going. They had the same amount of shots, or just one more, but they just didn't finish them like they did last game. And they just need to get it more into the corners, more powerful, to have the chance to get it back.
And off of that, I think the entire series has been actually quite a close series, and the Roots actually, I thought, it was a little bit risky what they did, sort of deciding to go for that and getting the goal and then sort of playing defensive, but it seemed to prove off nicely. And for Nova, I think just a couple of minor mistakes here and there, which did lead up to those goals being conceded. But essentially, the Roots did what they had to do to try and react based off the early 2 maps.
Yep, very much so. As we come into, I think, the 4th game here, 2-1 to the Roots. They only need this win to win the entire series. Let's get this underway.
Nova will need to get the response, and they'll desperately want it as well. An easy ball could have been picked up there by, I think that was Samu. Nothing just yet, though. The ball's still dangerous. The chance is still there, and well, Samu's just been a little bit risky, sort of knocking it, trying to defend it away towards his own goal, but does what you have to do. Horo can pick up the ball here and knocks it down, and no one quite there. I just say that Perfect can reclaim this ball. Logic, cool. Logic couldn't do anything. That's a brilliant effort, even, and a great shot by Sky.
Yeah, great finish from Sky, positioning his car to get it right into the top corner. All 3 of the Roots players going for it, but Sky just got it over all of them. Perfect finish here. 1-0 to Primal Nova.
30 seconds. The lead they want. Samu's just been essentially gifted a chance to get out of the ball, but isn't going to be dribbling it. Just went for the shot straight away from that. Nova trying to get another goal to keep this going forward. Samu almost could have lost that there, but it landed luckily for the Roots to be able to clear it away nicely. And now his counter attack is there, but Sky isn't allowing any of this.
Yeah, Roots trying to get a goal. Sky being a very good playmaker, actually going up, going back, getting the defence. And it seems to be going very well here for Primal Nova, their defence being strong after the first goal, and we'll just have to see how it pans out from here.
On the attack, the Roots certainly not really able to do anything. They're feeling the pressure, and the chance was there. Luckily, Samu was able to just position his car correctly to clear it away. And, well, the Roots are knocking it away thereabouts. Nova want to find something. A nice centre. Samu's save was just dink away. Did what they have to do. A good chance the Roots can save themselves.
Yeah, Primal Nova getting very good hits into the centre, making it very hard for the Roots to get it away. And maybe it looks like they're going to get a second goal here, make it 2-0, but we'll see once again.
The Roots keeping this pressure on going forward. When they go forward, they don't look too bad, but I'd say Nova's defence could sort of be... You could sort of... There are holes there, and there are sort of things that the Roots could try and pick up on and sort of try to go forward here. 2:47 chance. Almost a miss-hit, actually, by Logic.
Yeah, we saw Logic being the only one in a defensive position to save it there. And that shows that the Roots are trying to attack a lot, but also it's not very coordinated in the defence right now for them as they try and get the goal.
Oh, if anything, if Primal Nova can just sort of... If either side can just kind of hold onto the ball and try and get some passes going, it might help. These two teams sort of don't seem to be interested in sort of dribbling and keeping possession. They just want to go for the shots. They just want to keep the balls going forward. And there's an effort. But I reckon Sky's save just kept Nova in this.
Yeah, the ball going into the middle here. A miscommunication from the Roots. You can tell they're almost a little bit nervous here. They need that goal. And they're doing everything they can to get it.
They're keeping the pressure on, but there's another chance by Sky, just cleared away. And when you get into the awkward angles in the corners, it is difficult for either side. What a shot that is! That was so well played, especially from Samuel's original pass. Perfect did his best in the goal. Not for this, Nova. Just trying to get the ball down and trying to shoot it forward. Sky, well, couldn't do anything with that. That allowed Samuel to get the ball forward, and Horo, they might be feeling the pressure now because the ball's sort of in the box. So risky where it is, and players are sort of bumping into each other. It's really messy.
Yeah, we saw a great redirect earlier from the Roots. Unfortunately, it was directly at the keeper. But since then, the pressure's been on Primal Nova. The ball's staying in their half, and the shots coming in from the Roots whenever they can.
Well, the Roots, they've not had that many shots, but the defense isn't looking too bad realistically. Just under a minute to go, and the Roots want to try and get a response in this last minute. Samu is trying to get the ball down. Just all the area was what an effort. I thought T-Zippy could have. That was going in. It wasn't quite going in though.
Yeah, T-Zippy may have been able to score that. If he did, it would have been a very different game right now. His shot should have probably been on target. It wasn't too hard an effort. The angle wasn't too bad, but it shows that the Roots have something in them. They know what they do, or they know what they can do to get the goal back.
2 seconds, maybe one last chance for either side to get something here. Sky sending the ball forward. A demo by Perfect. Does mean the Roots are down 1 temporarily, but with 10 seconds, I don't know if the Roots are able to get anything in the second map. They will send the ball forward. Sky is just going to be falling back. Just try and stop any last effort. Samu will get the ball forward, but it might be a little bit too late. Still in the air, still dangerous. And while all the Roots players kind of just went for that, they wanted something, they weren't allowed it. Primal Nova will tie it up. We're going to a 5th match.
Yep, game 5 for both games today, actually very exciting for both. At the end there, I feel like the Roots could have spread out a bit more. They don't, all 3 of them need to go for that. I know it's a bit more of a scary situation, but they could have probably done something there, but it just didn't happen.
And yeah, I said that Nova were going to win it, but the Roots are doing. When the Roots sort of go into the game, they don't look too bad, and they will sort of go over the efforts, but quite an enjoyable game. If you are new here, do follow us on Twitter at EUCCGG and follow our Twitch. You've got the donation link, the Discord, Twitch, YouTube tournament links all down below. Do check them out. Do support us and support all the teams in this. Game 5, the one that counts. Nova against Roots. Straight away, Primal Nova want to get something forward. A great effort. If anything, it was originally a cross, but the cross turned into an effort by Perfect. We knocked away by the Roots, and straight down the other side, the other end, Horo was, if anything, the defender doing his work. Perfect with the save from T-Zippy's shot. Logic just trying to get the ball down, but that's just favoured the Nova team, and well, it's so messy at the moment. Both sides sort of picking up these loose balls. No possession. There's a chance. The ball centred, and well, Perfect did what he had to do in the goal.
Yeah, the early shot coming in from Primal Nova. They have it in them to get the win, as we've seen from the last game. They're continuing how they played the last game, very attacking. And they're trying to get the early goal to make them have an easier game 5.
T-Zippy's good effort, well received and well cleared away by Perfect. He read that well, but Logic's just been gifted a free chance, and that just knocks into the net despite him being demoed, and well, that's not what Nova wanted at all. 1-0 Roots.
Yeah, both Sky and Perfect going for the same ball. It would never have ended well. All he had to do was flick it over, and it was an open net. And that's exactly what he did with 1-0 to the Roots.
Just what they need with only a minute played so far. The ball again being going forward for Nova straight from the kickoff. It's the second time that's happened, but they're not able to do anything with it. Logic and his defenders doing what they can, and whoa, Logic didn't look too bad. They're just sort of pushing forward just behind his man. Samu didn't do anything, and here's the pressure being applied. Roots do what they have to do at the back. Logic knocking it away, and Horo's not able to cling onto the loose ball. It's okay, his teammate can. Perfect's there, but Horo's shot well cleared away.
I feel like Roots are going back to their old form. They're kind of giving themselves pressure. They're putting the ball back into their own half, necessarily. And this may give Primal Nova the opportunity to get the goal back to equalise here.
Chances there, but T-Zippy in the air does what he has to do to save it. Deny that extra effort with 3 minutes to go. Primal Nova starting to feeling the pressure here, and well, there's a chance. And a good save at the back again. I think the Roots is doing what we've seen before. They get the early goal, and they just defend. As I say that, Horo knocks home a fabulous net. I can't. Go, just talk.
Horo with the quick aerial up into the top right. A good ball again from Perfect. A dangerous position, and they get the goal to equalise.
Now the Roots are going to be a little bit more attacking if they want to go on and win this. They can't just stay back now, and in the stages of that, Just waited to see who was going to get the ball. T-Zippy couldn't quite get onto it. A little bit too high for him. Samu not that high. He did something. Nova defense holding strong. Another chance going forward here. Logic knocking it down the ring. And we'll hit another second effort down, but it's just too far. Perfect. Can send it away and straight off this Horror Sky. They're trying to push forward here. Samu, that's what you can do to knock it away with the support of Logic. But that's perfectly set up by Perfect. And now, both sides sort of messy.
Yeah, I feel like for the first time this series, both sides are trading attacks. They're both going for shots. Very good ones as well. Good defense by both as well. Good game 5 so far.
Here's an attack here for Primal over Sky. Centered the ball. It was a perfect situation. T-Zippy was there to read it as he needed to. Samu is back, and well, him and T-Zippy do what they have to do. A missed effort by Perfect. And T-Zippy couldn't do anything with that. 1:30 on the clock. It's going to be a close game this, and T-Zippy wasn't able to cling onto it. Sky sends the ball perfectly. Samu responds, and as you keep saying, just trades of shots going on.
Yeah, both teams taken to the air now. They're feeling more confident as we get into game 5. They need the win, or the goal to actually win the entire series now. It's all down to pretty much one goal.
110. Horo trying to get something forward from Nova here. They've got a chance, and they can knock it home. That's a great finish.
Yeah,
Over lead 2-1.
Yeah, as I was saying, maybe this is the one goal they needed. They just need to calm it down, defend, and they've got 1 minute to do it. It's always possible. The Roots could do it too.
Well, Logic got that one go early on, and he'll probably want to try and get something going with his teammates here. Perfect, just sort of ramming into his teammates. Probably a bit of a mistake. A nice effort by Logic, and well, it's just to the right of the goal, and Sky can clean up what he has to do. The Roots, they've just got the ball temporarily as Sky just lost the possession in the midfield. Perfect, knocking it away, and both sides missing the ball. 40 seconds. Sky trying to get something forward here. Horo was there. Logic perfectly reading it on the defense. Another chance. Perfect, sending it into the box. T-Zippy can knock it away from the center.
Yeah, quite surprisingly, Primal Nova are taking the lead, but still trying to get the third. They're trying to attack a lot, not giving the Roots a chance to get up the other end and score themselves. But maybe the overall attacking will help the Roots get a goal if they push forward quick enough.
This could be their chance to get back into it, but they just sort of ran into each other. Miscommunication. It was key there, and all Nova have to do is just knock it away. Logic, he couldn't quite get the right angle, a little bit too low for him, and that'll just be the game. We're still alive here. They're trying to keep something going, but that'll be it. Primal Nova, they take this best of 5 series 3-2.
Yep, another great game today, Division 3. Primal Nova taking it in the end. It was a very even matchup actually, the Roots proving us quite wrong and performing above the standard we expected.